Welcome into White Wolf's Thoughts. Just thought I'd come in here and say a few things about where we're at. I live in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and there was a woman that was murdered here. We're supposed to be living in a free country, not a police state. It is against the law to shoot and kill somebody, regardless whether you're wearing a badge. He shot her 3 times from the side of the vehicle. Yes, he had to be on the side of the vehicle for the bullet to enter where it did on that windshield. He was not in fear for his life. She was trying to get the hell out of there, as she was told to do by one of the officers. Second off, they had no reason to approach her vehicle. It's fucking disgusting that we have so many people backing these thugs. I'm gonna say her name so it's remembered. Renee Good. I did not know her, but I wish I had, from what I understand. We have a right to protest in this country, and they're trying to say we don't. Todd Homan, the leader of this shit, of Customs and Border Patrol, said that protesters are terrorists. When are y'all gonna wake up, you Trump supporters? When are you gonna wake up and realize that you can be next? The second that something's done that y'all don't like, y'all protest. And hell, when y'all didn't like the election, y'all didn't like the outcome of it, y'all decided to storm the Capitol. Y'all weren't shot and killed. Only one of y'all was. And that was Ashley Babbitt. A veteran who decided that it was her right to try to change the outcome of an election because she didn't like the winner. Now, we're sitting here in a very sad place in American history. We have our country spread 6 different ways, our military. We have our economy crashing. And we have a man in the White House who says anybody who believes differently than him is a terrorist. This is fascism. I know, that's a buzzword to y'all. Y'all think if y'all hear fascism that, well, that can only mean 1930s Germany. Well, if you actually look at history, this is playing out a lot like that. Now I'm trying to be calm and explain this to you. I'm not calling names. But it's astounding to me that the people that always claim that we have guns for a tyrannical government are sitting here saying a tyrannical government's okay and you should just comply. See, I grew up in West Texas. I grew up with a lot of Republicans around. I grew up raised in a Republican household. But see, I do know that when George Bush was in office, he crashed the economy, sent us into the Great Recession, which Obama had to pull us out of, and had 128 months of growth when Donald Trump took over in 2016. Donald Trump went in. 3 years later, we had a crash. The crash was already started before COVID ever happened. But you have to look at the numbers to know that. See, what they like to do is they like to run the economy hot. Well, what happens when you run a car hot? You blow the engine. And it's the same in an economy. You run it hot, a bunch of money's made, a bunch of money's made, a bunch of money's made, crash. And this has happened each and every time that we give tax cuts to the rich. It never trickles down to the people. But for some reason, we have at least 20% of this country that keeps believing the same lies. During the election, it was, oh, we're the party of peace, the president of peace, no new wars. And now you're cheering for war with Iran and Venezuela. And you're cheering on this at the same time that we're cutting services for Americans. You're not America first if you believe in this shit. You're America last. Americans last anyway. See, the only people that want this to happen are the rich people. Because, see, we had a great thing in this country to where you could pull yourself up by the bootstraps and go get a job that would get you a place to live. Then you could build off of that and build a career, which would get you a savings for your retirement. Now, over half this country lives paycheck to paycheck. And it's only getting worse. When are you going to realize that the poor are the ones getting reamed? I know, I ramble and I go and I jump subjects. But these things are important. These things are necessary to talk about. And again, I'm trying to talk in a calm manner because I am very irate right now with what is going on in this country. See, I am a true patriot. I believe in freedom and liberty for all. Not just the people I like, but everyone, including the people I don't like. Now, you can call me a leftist, you can call me a liberal, you can call me whatever you want, but what I am is a man who sees this country and sees that we should do things for the American people. We have the technology to make life easier, but its only purpose is profit. Profit for the few. And that profit for the few means that those on the bottom, those in the middle, will get poorer every day. That's what tax cuts for the rich is. It's policy to make the poor poorer and the rich richer. And all of this that he's doing with ICE is covering up what he's doing with our economy. The rich people are running out the back door with all the tax money, and they're going to crash this economy. They're going to destroy this country. And we're going to be left holding the empty bag. And we're going to have to rebuild. Now, I don't know how that makes you feel. But it saddens me that this country might fall. All because of one man and his cohort. We know for a fact that Donald Trump doesn't pay his bills, doesn't pay his contractors. We know that that's how he makes money. We're talking about a man who's so bad at business that he crashed a casino. But you knew this already. And still called him great. I ask y'all to stop and pay attention to what's going on and really realize that these are all the things that the right has been saying for years that they didn't want to happen. Spending our money overseas instead of here at home. Law enforcement running around, ripping open doors, locking people up without due process, without an ability to face their accuser in court. How many innocent people, how many innocent citizens have had to see the inside of a jail cell because ICE picked them up and detained them? Something that's not supposed to be able to happen. But it is happening. Even though we have laws saying that it shouldn't. But you see, we have a group of people who have been brainwashed. And all by the conservative think tank. It's saddening. This has been White Wolf's Thoughts. Out.